Everyone, and welcome back to Camille's Kitchen. Today we're going to do homemade cream of tomato soup and cheesy tuna melt, something easy. So you're going to need your chicken base, you're going to need some diced tomatoes, and I got the Mexican flavor. You can get whatever you want, a can of tomato sauce, some milk. You're going to need some cabbage, carrots, bacon, cheese, Velveeta cheese, tomatoes, onions, celery, peppers. Then I got the chives, pepper, salt, some crushed pepper, parsley, some basil, and some Italian season. We're going to use all those seasonings. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some water boiling and get our chicken base going. And you're going to put the chicken base to your taste, okay? First of all, I don't have the rights to the music, y'all, but you can listen to it. It's the radio. Okay, let's get started. Let's get some chicken base in this water and get it to your taste. Now, when you do your base, make sure I'm not even doing a half a pot of water because it's just me and my husband, and I don't want to make a lot of soup. I'm just going to make enough to last us for a day or two. So I'm getting the chicken base, and while that chicken base is going, go ahead and set your oven to 350 for your tuna melts. Okay, I forgot to tell you, don't forget to add, you need 2 cans of tuna. You can get oil or spring water. I like it in spring water. And some mayonnaise to make the tuna melt. And I'm going to fry my bacon now. That's going in. We're going to do the soup first. I'm going to fry some bacon to go in the tomato soup. I'm still working on for it to come to a boil to get the seasoning right. Now I'm going to use this pan to fry some bacon. Okay, now we got the bacon going and the broth going. I'm going to add the chives to the soup. The broth, rather. Add the chives. I'm going to add the basil. I'm going to add parsley, half of it. Parsley. I'm going to add half of the pepper. And I'm going to add half of the Italian season. And the rest is all going in the tuna. So we keep the rest for the tuna. So we're going to take that and we're just going to stir it up. We already got our flavor, our chicken flavor. We're just going to stir it up. And let that set for 5 minutes. Okay, while the bacon is still cooking, I washed the top of my can. We're going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. Okay, this is our creamy tomato soup. And then we're going to add, I wash the top of the can, some diced tomatoes. 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Okay, and let that simmer. Okay, we're going to let that simmer. Stir it and simmer. Now while that bacon's still cooking, we're going to add an onion to it. So we just saute that onion and that bacon flavor to put into the soup. Okay? And just stir it up until the onions get real brown and the bacon too. And we'll add all that flavor to the soup. Okay? And then we're going to make a roux of butter and flour so we can thicken the tomato soup a little bit. Okay? We're going to let that simmer a little more, about 10 more minutes. Okay, now we're going to add a cup of milk. You can use 2% carnation milk, whatever you want. It doesn't matter because we're going to thicken it up anyway. Okay? Change the color a little bit. We're waiting on the bacon and the onion. Okay, now while we're making the tuna, we're going to add the 2 cans of tuna. Make sure you drain it. Just like you regular, how you want to do your tuna. You know, most people use, use mayonnaise. Use that. Make sure you drain it good. Wash the cans, because you don't know what crawls on the cans at the store. Then I'll add the rest of the seasonings that I have. I'm going to add the onion, celery, and the peppers. Okay. And I'm going to add a little red cabbage and some carrots. I'm going to add. Okay. And we're just going to add a third of a mayonnaise, which you know me. Alright. Add what you want. And then stir it up. And I'm going to add some relish to it. About a tablespoon of relish. Okay, you want to add a tablespoon of relish. I didn't have that much in there, so I'll just add the rest of it. Of the relish. Okay. And then we're going to mix it real good. And we already add our seasoning, salt and pepper. And I add a little more chives. And I add a little basil. And some hot pepper chunks, okay? And it looks like this. See how nice that looks? Okay. Then we're gonna clean up my mess. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, then your sprinkled cheese. We're gonna add some sprinkled cheese to that. Just grab a handful and add it. Because we're going to put sliced cheese on it too and mix that together. Then we're going to get our sliced bread and butter one side, butter to one side, and put it on a cookie sheet. Okay, we butter the side of toast like this, like so, and then we're going to put it in the oven and toast it. Okay, now it's time to boil. We're going to add our bacon and our onions, and stir all that in, okay? And stir it up, and then we're going to make our roux to thicken it up, and taste it to see if it's okay. Now we're going to go back to the soup, and we're going to add the roux. That's your butter and flour to make it a little thicker. It's like my little tomato soup, a little thick. Okay, and let that simmer. Scrape everything out the container. I know how to write this music, don't forget. I don't want to be turned off. And let it simmer. Now we're going to turn it on low and just let it simmer while our tuna melt's melting. We're going to have an open face tuna melt today, okay? We're going to let that toast get... You can already see how thick it's getting. Look, with the bacon flavor and tomatoes and good taste. Now we're going to let that set a little while and get a little thicker, okay? Okay, so I put a slice of Velveeta cheese on all of them. Now we're going to put the tuna on. Remember, I got cheese on there. We're going to leave some of them open and we're going to close some of them. I'll close these over here. So you don't want, the ones you're going to close, you're not going to put too much. The ones you leave open, you're going to leave, we'll close that one too. We'll leave this one open. And you can also add whatever you want in it. You can add raisins. Whatever you want. We'll leave that one open. And we'll close. So we'll close those two. And leave these three open. Okay? So now the ones we're going to leave open, I'm going to make them a little thicker. Okay? Then we're going to put sliced tomatoes on them. We're going to put these in there to melt a little bit. We'll add some more to those. Okay. Okay. And then add some cheese on top of those until the cheese melts. Okay. Just like so. Okay. You know what? I'm going to even add some cheese on this cheese right here. Make it a cheesy tuna melt. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to throw it in the oven. Okay, there we go. After we melt them, we're going to make these as a sandwich. And we're going to toast them again. But you ain't got to toast them because it's a light toast. And we're going to put tomatoes on this. And leave them open face. Nice. Don't you look nice? Okay. And then I'm going to add just a little salt and pepper on them. Just a little salt and pepper. Just a little. And put it on the plate. And some pepper. But you know me. And we got the soup ready. Put a little cheese on the soup. Just a little. And serve. Serve the give him. We're gonna get one open one. And then we're going to get one closed one. And we're going to cut it in half so you can see what it looks like. Once I find my knife. I'm going to cut it in half. Look at that cheese. Give it two of them. And scrape the other ones in there if you need them. Excuse me. And there we go. The final touch. We have a closed tuna melt, open tuna melt, tomato soup. Easy, y'all. Look how easy that was. Okay, good luck. Thank you. Please like and share. Love y'all. Be safe.